On this episode of Beyond the Bean on Air, we're going behind the scenes for you to examine soybean checkoff programs that help give you a leg up in the global market. Hi, I'm Mike Adams, coming to you from the Mississippi River. Did you ever wonder why they call it the mighty Mississippi? Well, of course, there are many reasons, but one of them is many of these barges that travel this river carry your soybeans to destinations all around the world. Let's take a look at efforts to make sure that your soybeans get to your customers all around the world quickly, competitively, and efficiently.
In order to ensure strong U.S. soy exports, soybean checkoff farmer leaders work hard to secure access to foreign markets.
This year, we're on pace to actually beat what was almost 2 billion bushels exported overseas last year. So if we could top that mark this year, that would be a major milestone.
To help ensure open markets, the Soybean Checkoff created its Global Opportunities Program nearly 3 years ago.
The Checkoff's Global Opportunity Program is charged with really looking out ahead and identifying priorities, challenges, and issues for U.S. soybean farmers. One of the projects that we are funding right now is a study to find out whether or not we can utilize some of the empty containers that are being shipped from the East Coast back to Europe and other markets.
Misinformation about biotech soy continues to hamper complete market access for U.S. soy.
Very recently in Turkey, which is one of our markets, they had enacted a law that was being very restrictive to biotechnology and biotech soybeans being shipped into Turkey. The Biotechnology Initiative and the Global Opportunities Committee both sent representatives over, worked with their policymakers over in Turkey along with the U.S. Embassy, and now Turkey is again accepting our soybeans into their market. So I think that's a very big win for U.S. soybean farmers.
Total U.S. soy exports were valued at $21 billion last year. I'm Laura Schaefer reporting for Beyond the Bean on Air.
When it comes to biotechnology, getting the right information into the right hands can sometimes make or break sales of U.S. soy.
Because they're going to price everything off of value, these seed companies. And they're going to give us some of the value, and they're going to recapture some of the value. The way it looks to us then in the future.
Soybean checkoff farmer leaders took that message to industry representatives around the conference table and in the soybean fields nearing harvest outside Buenos Aires, where they spoke the common language of farming.
Now, do you use inoculant on your seed to help the residual nodules?
Inoculantes,
Sí. Yes. Yeah, you do that.
And their value capture system for intellectual properties is a little different than ours, where we pay all up front and they pay some up front and some pay at the point of delivery. I think it's worthwhile that everybody is making some sort of effort at value capture. It's very important to maintain that aspect of protecting intellectual property rights to make sure our playing field is level.
Kemp and Haggard's message of the need for Argentina to improve its divided system of capturing seed value also reached the 300,000 readers of Argentina's biggest newspaper.
And I think Jared and I both kind of helped them understand that it's a circle that we're going around to capture this value that both the producer and our seed producers both share in the value, and we all come away feeling like it's profitable for both sides of the party.
In Buenos Aires, Argentina, I'm Susan Luke reporting for Beyond the Bean on Air.
And now more about river transportation and the shortcut between the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans as we learn more about market access for U.S. soy downstream.
This lock and dam on the Mississippi River makes it easier for tugboats to haul barges full of U.S. soybeans. Even though it has been around for 2 decades, it's considered brand spanking new compared to most of the other locks built during the Great Depression.
A lot of the presumptions are we have the ability to move American grain to the world market. We can't take that for granted. We need to invest in our river infrastructure if we're going to continue to be a provider and a real player in the global grain market.
Other countries aren't waiting around. For example, Panama plans to complete an expansion of its massive canal by 2014. A new lane will make the shortcut between the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans accessible to bigger ships.
Panama is enlarging the canal, and the thing about that is that none of the ports in the U.S. that handle grain can handle size ships that will now be able to come through the canal.
Checkoff farmer leaders recognize transportation directly impacts your ability to compete in the global market. USB made transportation one of two of its top priorities in an effort to help solve the nation's aging river locks, roads, bridges, and ports, and other distribution systems. This is Mike Orso reporting for Beyond the Bean on Air.
That concludes this episode of Beyond the Bean on Air. Learn more about market access, transportation, biotech, and other soybean checkoff program activities to keep you more competitive at unitedsoybean.org. Be sure to come back later this spring to learn more about soybean checkoff efforts to support your #1 customer.